Survivors, I hope you had a good holiday and got lots of presents. And speaking of presents, one's dropped on the ARK. That's right, Aberration is dropping on the Switch, and there's news of the local play non-dedicated sessions returning to the platform. I know many of you playing on the Switch have been asking about when this is going to return, and I also have some news about some other big Switch fixes that are coming or have dropped already, so I will be covering those today. So Aberration has dropped, or is going to drop depending on what time I upload this video, on Monday the 26th of December. Now it's important to note that even though it will be playable on the 26th, multiplayer servers will not be coming up until the day after on the 27th. So you'll be able to check out single player but not playing on servers for the first day. This is the second official DLC to land on the platform after like 4+ years. So I think Extinction, which will be the third official DLC, is planned for, I believe it's February. I know it's Q1 in 2023. I believe it's planned for February, probably late February. And I believe they're planning on releasing Ragnarok as well, and that's going to be in January, I believe. So I suspect that will be late in the month. And so there is news on local play non-dedicated sessions, which has been absent from the game since the game relaunched in November 2022. Although there's no actual specific date yet released for when it's going to return to the game, Grove Street have said that it's ready to come in the next patch, which is due in January. So I would probably say that's going to be mid-January at the earliest, once Grove Street have come back from their holiday break. I think by the time that happens, it will be at least mid-January. So it is finally coming. If you're the person that's been waiting all this time for local play to play locally, co-op with your friends, it is finally coming. You just have to wait probably about another month. So, bug fixes. There are a lot of issues at the moment on the Switch that Grove Street are trying to resolve as quickly as they can. So, one of the issues is beehives. Now, they've not been spawning at all in the Redwoods or anywhere on the map. And the good news is Grove Street have fixed this, and they have said it will be coming in their next patch in January. So this will be the same patch that local play is expected to drop, which, as I said, should be hopefully around mid-January at the probably the earliest, I would say. However, in regards to the Thyla spawn issue, there are no Thylacoleos spawning on the island in the Redwoods. I believe they are spawning on Scorched Earth, but they are not spawning on the island. So this issue is still ongoing. Grove Street are still investigating what is causing this issue. So it is not looking like there's a fix yet, and it's not looking like it's going to be fixed in January, unless in the new year when they return back from their holidays, they find the fix and get it out in the January patch. So I would expect that to be a bit further out. And one of the bigger issues at the moment that people are experiencing on the Switch is supply drops. They are coming down. In fact, people are saying that they don't actually come down from the sky, they just appear, and they are getting stuck in the mesh, which is then causing inaccessibility issues. So people aren't able to get the items that are in the supply drops. And this is also impacting on the Winter Wonderland event, which is very unfortunate. Considering this is the first event like this for the Switch, it is very unfortunate that the supply drops are not being accessible, or in most part not accessible because of the mesh. Now, this doesn't look like it's been fixed yet. I don't believe they've actually given an update on this situation. Grove Street are aware of the issue. They have made some fixes, but this one seems to still be out. Similar to the Thylacoleo, I believe they're still investigating the issue. I don't know where it lies on their priorities, but they are definitely fixing stuff. We just have to wait a bit longer for the supply drop issue to be fixed, which is a pretty frustrating one because people do rely on supply drops a lot. So keep an eye on that one. I will try and update you when a fix has been found. And finally, small tribe servers. I know some of you have been wondering whether they're actually going to come. Grove Street have said that they are still planning on bringing them, but they want to wait until the server issues that they're currently experiencing are fixed. Now, they've said until the servers are running without issues, so that kind of depends on what their threshold of issues are, because the servers, just like ARK on all other platforms, are not going to have issue-free servers. They're literally going to be issues all the time, but it just depends on what their threshold for issues are. So hopefully, if they fix, I think there's transfer issues, the fixes that they're putting out at the moment, stuff like that. Once they get those under control, hopefully there will be small tribe servers coming. So yes, there is a lot being done on the Switch. Some issues like the supply drops are dragging their feet. I believe that there's still issues around the darkness at night. Literally, survivors can't see at night time. It is just like pitch black, and I don't believe upping the gamma actually helps either. So that is an issue. I don't know whether Grove Street actually see it as an issue. I've got a feeling they might think that's what it's like on other platforms. I'm really not sure about that one, but there's no mention of that. It doesn't look like it's an issue that's being looked at internally. So there is a lot going on with the Switch. There is a lot of fixes being done. There's bug patches being pushed out. So you should be expecting, after the Aberration drop on the 26th of December, you should be expecting the next big patch to go out I'd say mid to late January. Survivors, I hope this Switch news was useful for you, and I will try to continue to bring you news as and when it comes. And this isn't just for the Switch, this is for all platforms for the ARK. I will bring news as soon as it comes out. Make sure to subscribe to keep up with all the ARK news. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.